why you would want to invest in farmland. It really has a lot of great attributes. Unfortunately, it requires some pretty technical knowledge and some experience to understand what makes a great investment. We generally put the 3 buckets of attributes we look into as soil, water, and financial profile. These are the things that we look for when we are judging what makes up an investment grade farm. And ultimately, as you can see above, only about 1% of our farms make it on the website or even to late stages of our due diligence process. This is kind of how the phases of our research go. We'll receive opportunities from all different sources. Ultimately, the first phase is a sniff test. Does the farm seem to check all the boxes for us? The second stage, it's about verifying all the data that we learned about in the first stage. So finding documentation, building financial models, and really digging into what we think the farm can produce. And ultimately, the third stage is about seeing the farm itself and understanding the region that it's in. You can find things out here that you just simply can't understand through from an office chair. You have to go see the farm and possibly find places where you couldn't see on a map if it's producing or not producing. So all 3 of these phases we see as integral, and during all 3 of these phases, we're looking at the soil, water, and financial profile. So just a little bit more about these buckets that we're looking into. You can see here some of the different aspects we look at, and I'll give you a few examples of each. So for soil, one of the things we look at is slope. Often you can tell, well, often this is important, especially in the Mississippi Delta, where you're worrying about getting water off a field. So you want to make sure that it has the appropriate slope to both irrigate and to make sure that if you do have large rain events, that water can get off of your crop and not drown it. Let's see, surface water, so in our water bucket, a great example might be surface water. So the almond farm that we closed in December, it had both surface and groundwater rights. That was something that was incredibly important to us, not only right now, but understanding that those rights would exist for the life of our investment and past the life of our investment. Financial profile, a great example here might be taxes in certain states. Some may have taxes of as little as $4 an acre. Others may have taxes as high as $40 an acre. And so really understanding how that's going to affect the income to your investors will play a big piece in the returns that are achievable in any different region. And then finally, sometimes there are additional considerations. Those may be development potential or wind, solar leases, things that we really couldn't quantify on a regular basis with each farm. So that's just a framework to help you understand